Hello everyone, it's Littenherz. Welcome to a walkthrough of the Hanson-Roberts deck, the Hanson-Roberts Tarot. A couple of days ago I got this one here in the mail, this Tarot to Go. Now I saw this one first on Elisa's channel, on Wild Moon Tarot's channel. She showed this deck and made a little walkthrough of it, and I was quite intrigued by it because I was on the fence with the Hanson-Roberts deck. So I thought, okay, I guess I will give it a go because it was quite reasonable in price, just €8, so a bit more maybe than $8 or $9 or $10. And I know also that there is another set which is quite similar looking, which is, I guess it's Tarot Essential, which is a bigger box, obviously. Also some kind of present box. This looks like a little gift box, you can say to that. I don't know if the other book is, I guess the book is only bigger, but with the same kind of pages, because here is a little, not a little white book, but a little hardcover red book. And here is the Hanson-Roberts, or here was the Hanson-Roberts inserted. So some of you might follow me on Instagram saw that I trimmed down this deck. I never thought I would trim it down, but unfortunately there was some damage to the deck. I guess kind of production damages or something, and because it was quite poorly printed, it was not the best quality and it was not centered, and I was not fond of it. I know that Amber in Wonderland also trimmed down her deck, and she also got made a walkthrough of her trimmed one. And I thought, okay, I quite liked the trimmed version, and I quite liked the cards itself. But I thought, okay, now even if I'm spending more money, I will get the bigger one. And the funny thing is, this bigger one isn't so big enough at all, not so much bigger. As you can see, size-wise from the box here, it's almost the same one here. But you can see there was some damage to the box. It was a new one. It was originally, the cards inside were shrink wrapped in plastic, but the box looks like there has been some damage due to storage or something like that. So finally I have both. I will share with you both decks so you can see how they look trimmed and how they look with borders on it. Of course, the small one it's now really small. It's a mini pocket version, so I have to find some kind of a little pouch or something like that to insert it, so I can wear it when I'm on the go. Tarot to Go, after all. So this little book here, this hardcover book, is quite nice. I really like it. The box is quite is a good, yeah, the quality is okay, but I guess I won't keep it there. Maybe I will only keep the book or so. Although sometimes I tend to keep them anyway, so I will see how it will turn out. So after all, I can say this is a quite nice gift set for a beginner, I would assume. So here you can insert something to and from. This is quite nice. It's quite nice bound. It's thread bound. It's not glued together, so sometimes you can see the binding threads. I will share it with you when we come to it. So as you can see here, bigger depictions of it, and a bit of an intro, bit of a background, a tiny bit of background about the tarot, how to give a reading, and there you can see how it is bound here. This is quite nice. And it's quite interesting. It's there is some information about how to give a reading. Here in this kind of example, there's the they suggest that the questioner, the querent, is shuffling the cards. Now, I don't have any experience with that. You can tell me if you would do that or if you're doing that or not. So they're telling something like that. And it's quite nice because the approach this book has, I have to look by whom, by Rosalind Simmons. The approach she has in this book is quite interesting. It's more about, not quite interesting. It's a fine thing. It's not about fortune telling, which I find really good for a beginner's guidebook, booklet, how you want to call that. Because there are some misconceptions about that, and she's really all about how to empower the client when you do a reading, and this is quite a nice thing. Of course, here we also have spreads in, of course, the Celtic Cross or 10-card spread in this case. We also have another spread in there, which is called the 7-card or the horseshoe spread. And there I will share it with you. You see here, first is past, second is present, third is what is helping, fourth is obstacles to overcome, 5, attitudes of others, 6, what the questioner should do, and 7, the outcome. It is a bit like an elaborated 3-card past, present, future spread with a lot more cards inserted, basically. So next we have the Major Arcana. And what I saw here in this book is that you don't get necessarily the elemental associations with the cards, more the playing card symbols. You can easily guess from the descriptions which suit is related to which element. Of course, because this deck is a Rider-Waite or a Smith-Waite clone. It's quite obvious that swords is air, that fire are the wands, or in this case here in this deck are the rods. Then we have, of course, water, cups, and pentacles for earth. So this is the same. So they are giving you later in the deck, giving you the playing card associations with this also. So you can read a bit about that. It's quite nice. It's sometimes you have tiny cards and sometimes bigger depictions of the cards. So tiny depictions and sometimes bigger ones. And you also have reversed meanings, which is quite interesting here. You see a bigger one, which is quite nice. And here also for the Emperor. Something which is also nice here in this book is that you get also the associated zodiac signs with it, or the planet associations. Sometimes zodiacs, sometimes planets here, ruled by Venus, ruled by the moon, of course, ruled by Mercury, and this is quite nice, I guess, for those who are in astrology. And here, yeah, some keywords are a bit bigger printed here, and something which I found quite interesting was the kind of how strength is depicted, not depicted, explained here. The lion is a sexual animal, but his base instincts are checked by the caress of a maiden. Message: use your head and not your heart. Exercise restraint. Hold your power in reserve. Courage and fortitude will bring success. Could signify healing qualities. So some of these things are not necessarily what I see in the strength card, but yeah, there are always certain layers that resonates with someone and some that don't resonate, and so you pick and choose. So this is basically what you get. And then we come, oh no, I won't show you because this card will turn up only a little glimpse. You get what I mean. but I will share it with you later. Here in the Minor Arcana, you see, yeah, of course, here they are explaining the court cards, and they give an explanation, the people's explanation, that a lot of tarot readers don't resonate so much necessarily. I also I can recognize this. I can it's okay with me, but I love when a guidebook provides other meanings for court cards than just the physical appearance of or that it's a person that's person related in your life, in the life of the current. This is something where I really love when this takes other directions. And I know that at least from Wild Moon Tarot also has a very nice explanation about the court cards, and I will link it in the description box. And this is a really when you're struggling with the court cards, this is quite helpful. So here you see what I mean. They are relating it to the playing card symbols, which I find quite interesting because sometimes I don't know that. And yeah, then it goes here into this one. And yeah, of course, into the cards and so on. What is quite interesting is that they start when the new suit is presented. They start with the cards, as you can see here, and then they are walking backwards. And this was the way the cards were also ordered in my, not ordered. Yeah, they were kind of you found them backward in the I don't know how to explain it in at the moment. Umgekehrte Reihenfolge. I will try to find that and link it in. So it has this kind of umgekehrte Reihenfolge in this book. And as the same with this one. This is the same kind of thing, how they organized, I guess it's organized, how they organized the cards. Yeah, so a nice book, nice chunky. I have to look which kind of, how many pages, I mean. 111 pages. It's nice and sturdy. You can put it in your purse, not in your purse, in your bag, and carry it with you. This is quite nice to have, actually. This box is by, I didn't say that, it is by, okay, this is called Peter Pauper Press, and it's printed in China. I don't want to say that printed in China means that it's less quality, but in this case it was not so the best of all qualities. I have to confess. With this one here, with the Hanson-Roberts Tarot in the regular size, you get, now I have to look, a quite nice, chunky little white book, which I really like. It's even smaller than the normal sizes, so this is quite interesting. But yeah, it's after all a lot of information you get in this one. So really tiny written. And what I also like is that they are explaining what you see in the cards. Sometimes it's quite helpful. Sometimes you see something in the cards and hope that you get some extra meaning here, but there is nothing. So yeah, it's quite okay. So and like I told you, it's getting like this, backwards, 10, 9, 8, and so on and so forth. There is, yeah, of course, the Celtic cross. Yeah, but nothing more to that one. So it's nice. It's yeah, it's handy and so on and so forth. So nice thing to have. So this is the size of the regular deck, and it's a bit glossy and shiny. So this is something which I like more in the tinier deck, because this is a matte finish in the tinier deck, which I would prefer for these cards. But okay, you can't have everything, so this is quite okay. I will share with you the size for this deck. And by the way, isn't that the most gorgeous beginning card for a tarot deck? So this is something I want to print and put it on my wall or something like that, or wear it as a t-shirt or something. So I will share with you the size. You can see this is the Raven's Prophecy, which has the size of a standard deck, or at least standard Llewellyn deck, but it's quite the standard size for a deck. So you can see it's quite small, so it's okay, I guess. But the card quality is mwah. This is excellent. This is more flimsy. This is more, you can guess it's more laminated, a bit more sturdier, but nonetheless, I guess it's still perfect for rifle shuffling, and this is something I really, really like to doing. Share with you, of course, the backing, which are gorgeous backings. Can I just say that? These are really most gorgeous backings on a Smith-Wade clone. Those I own. I know there are probably a lot more gorgeous Smith-Wade clone backings out there, but this one is really nice. I really like that. And it also has this kind of introduction card or something like that. I really like those to use them as maybe as bookmarks or something of that type. I will see. So now I will share with you the major arcana, of course, and I will share with you, of course, the mini version of this deck. So let's delve into this. I have to reach up there. So you can see here, this is the smaller version. My camera has to focus here. Doesn't want to. Now we have it. This is the smaller version. I quite like it with no borders, but I don't know if I will trim the other ones. I will see. So at least I have one without borders, so I know how it's looking and how gorgeous it could be. But I will see if I will trim the other one. At the moment, I don't intend to, because I want to get a better, smaller cutting machine. I don't want to. Don't want to use scissors anymore, especially when the Marielle Tarot will arrive. I think I will leave the borders on, at least for the moment, until I can afford a new cutting machine, or at least a smaller one than I have, because the one that I have is really big. Could quite working, but I guess we have to sharpen the blade again, so this is not an option at the moment. So I will see. So here you can see the smaller version. Here you see that without backing. It's, of course, not really even, or how you want to say it. You see the structure here because I used scissors, so yeah. So I want to focus on that again. So here you see the Fool. Yeah, you can see it's in terms of printing color-wise, it's really okay. I really have to say this is in terms of printing the color, there is no there's no minus to say it. This is quite the same. This is not quite, it is the same coloration, so this is quite okay. But as you see, it's really, really flimsy. This is really more stiff. So you have to be careful with those here when you're working with those. So but it's still okay. So the Fool, which is quite interesting. In the Little White Book, they're referring to this Fool as a young man. I would say more a boy. And as you can see, and it's you don't see a dog. You could think there might be a dog at the bottom of his feet or something like that, but you don't see, at least, you don't see the dog. And this is something which I found quite interesting with the Hanson-Roberts deck. It's also quite more close-ups. You don't get the whole picture sometimes. So maybe sometimes there is something missing. So I will share with you also the Hanson-Roberts deck from the Universal Tarot, not the Hanson-Roberts colored version from the Smith-Waite deck. So it's the Universal Tarot. So, and you can see here, no dog, no dog, and you can see it's a bit bigger only. So this deck was printed in or was published in the mid-80s, I guess, and you see this sometimes on the person's haircut or so. So, and really, when I saw him in this pose, I thought of Saturday Night Fever or so. It looked a bit like that, but still, everything is there. Everything that you also know from the traditional one, so quite interesting. Here we have the High Priestess, and the High Priestess, you also see it's a close-up. You can get an idea of the moon, but you don't see the water at the bottom of the field, so you have to imagine that. But there are some pomegranate. That certainly sounds dangerous. Oh, dangerous fruits and vegetables, or possibly. But okay, pomegranate. So, but those here look a bit like pineapples, but really strange pineapples. So this is quite interesting. But everything is there, right, for the beginner to delve into. So this is quite nice. This is also a gorgeous depiction of the Empress. You can get also the impression that there is the lushness at her feet, but still you don't see where she's sitting, so you don't see the environment. But you see at least here the sign which you normally see in the, I try to find it, you see in the traditional one here at the bottom. So this is still quite nice. So he looks a bit like Caesar. Can I just say that? He just looks a bit like, I don't know, from some kind of historian movie or so. But you have everything you need. He has everything you expect from the Emperor to have in these kind of clone decks. So this is quite nice. So here we have the Hierophant. He looks quite nice. I really prefer him over the one in the Smith-Waite deck. He looks quite okay. And everything is there, the gesture with the fingers and so, and this kind of cross here, and his supplicants, so key, it's everything there. So wonderful. This Lover's card looks a bit, I don't know, he looks not so happy at all. As if she lives in an illusion. He loves me, but at the end, maybe it's only an illusion and he is not so happy in this relationship. This is something that reminds me a bit. It's a bit like you can already see the kind of shadow or reversed meaning in this card when I read the description of the Little White Book. So I thought, okay, there are some shadows already dooming. So this is what I mean by 80s vibe, you know? Look at this mustache. So it looks quite interesting. Yeah, this is really 80s looking, but I really like that. You don't get the full chariot vibes here, but I love the yin and yang here. This is quite interesting. I really like that. This kind of thing here with the stars is also quite nice. So everything there. This is really a gorgeous strength card. Can I just say that? I really like that. She's really sensible with this lion, and she's caressing him, and yeah, her eyes closed and lemniscate over her head. I really like that. I really like that. She's in this kind of tranquil moment, this serene moment, which I really love. This is favorite. Goes into my favorite strength cards. This is really, really basically traditional, this one. He looks a bit, here a bit thin and a bit, yeah, kind of out of proportion a bit. But you have everything there, and he's quite a lovely looking guy. If I can, my camera, there you see it. It's gorgeous, and everything is there. So the Wheel of Fortune. Something which I found interesting is you see this, this banner at the bottom, and sometimes you have two banners. I guess the, I don't know which card was it. I guess it was the High Priestess had the same. This is something I really find a bit annoying. So as if they weren't able to do it the other way, or I don't know, a bit strange and annoying a bit, I guess. So basically here you have also everything, and I quite like how everyone here, the angel, the eagle, the lion, and the the bull, are all reading quite captured by the books. I'd say just one chapter. But it is everything there. All the symbols, perfect. Here we have Justice, and can I just say the colors are really amazing in this deck. I really like that. And yeah, the Hangman. I really like that that Hangman. He has a really nice facial expression. I have to say this. He looks really illuminated. I have to say this kind of hanging upside down really helped him. And oh wow, okay, this is really something. This is a joke that only works in German because I read this at the bottom. Normally you say der Gehängte, but here you read der Erhängte, which means you are struggled or not struggled. Yeah, I will put it in. This is a slight difference. It's quite funny in German, so everyone who knows a bit of German will maybe laugh about that. Der Erhängte. The Death card, yeah. It's an interesting perspective, as if, they are having the same kind of height as his horseback, so maybe they are lying on a wheelbarrow or something like that, and he's riding. Yeah, he's just passing by, but at least you have everything there. The sun, I guess it's the sunrise, although it looks a bit like a sunset, I don't know. The poor dead people here, dead king and this child and this woman. Yeah, but everything is there. This is a gorgeous temperance card. I really like that. The German word, die Mäßigkeit. I have to confess that I'm more familiar with the English words than with the German sometimes. So, yeah, okay, mostly I deal with German decks, so with English decks. And this one is really creepy. Can I just say that? He really looks, ugh, sorry. And those two poor, look at this. He looks as if he has a big, I don't know, what is this? What he has, a big spoon or something? Or what is this? He looks like he's burning his bag. Yeah, really, but he looks really, ugh. The Tower card I find quite colorful, lovingly colorful. So it almost looks like some kind of cherry blossomy clouds. I really like that. And then this poor, it's okay, with a flashlight. Okay, another gorgeous star card here. Really like that. It's really nice. It's really, really nice. The moon is not my favorite, I have to say. This face in the moon looks really miserable. Not my favorite, I have to confess. And you only get a glimpse of the water this crab here is coming out of. This is not my favorite. So now I know I will only show it for a very short time. So to all the sensitives out there, just, yeah, close your eyes and yeah, I will give you a call when it's over. Now we come to the Sun card. Oh my gosh, wow! The horror! Yeah, die Sonne! Oh wow, this is everything a lot of people don't want in a Sun card. The horse is quite nice though, but the little child here is quite, and this baby face in the sun. Yeah, Teletubbies! So it's over, you can look again. We come to the Judgment card here, which is quite nice. And those here, this man waving here. They're quite nice. And at the end, there we are again. And there we have the angel, the eagle, the lion, and the bull again. And she has earned her credits, so to speak. She has a quite strange walk here. This looks a bit silly, I have to say. But nonetheless, a gorgeous card. Gorgeous card. So here you can see the 4 suits. I had to use this box to provide them here, because otherwise because my sofa is going a bit downwards. The cards are sliding quite a lot, so I had to put them on a bit of a more straight surface, so you can see them all laid out. I know there are some that love to see the suits lay out in this kind of way, and I will show them or share with you the bigger ones. So here you see the Ace of Wands, which is basically traditional. So as you can see here, I have to apologize for the lighting conditions. The sun is setting, and I have to search for some better lighting here. This is a gorgeous 2 of Swords. Everything is there, and she really is beautiful, so beautiful. And the ocean, wonderful. Really love that. Traditional 3 of Swords. A bit of a different perspective, still traditional. 4 of Swords, not thoughts, but okay, the swords are for thoughts. Sorry, had to bring it off. So the 5 of Swords really looks, what a grinny face, and those miserable 2 people there in the background. You just stolen our swords. That is so meh. This is quite an interesting depiction of the 6 of Swords. Normally you have this one, I don't know how to call him, boat captain, I can call him now. And you have 2 people who he is carrying over the water. And this time you just have this one. So just this guy is searching for new islands here, a new start of living. So look at this guy here. Oh my gosh. And his hair. There are some, you will see when we will come to some of the court cards. There are some hair issues here in this deck, I have to say. But it's okay. She's also gorgeous here. The 8 of Swords. Really traditional, but really also beautiful. Look at her face. She really has gone through some nightmares. So, and I really, can you see? You can see the pencil. The pencil work here. The color pencil work quite nicely. This is really lovely. Again, traditional, stepped stab people or stab guy, or I don't know. Is it a guy or a woman? I don't know. Look at that. And this creepy tree here at the top. Wah. It's a ghost tree, something which you find on graveyards or so. So now we come to the, look at her, him. I would say it's a her. The Page of Swords. Quite nice, yeah, cap. But I love the eyes. The Knight of Swords. Look at him. Yeah, I will conquer everyone. Really looks, yeah. She is also gorgeous, the Queen of Swords. This, yeah, this is so gorgeous. And, which is quite nice here, the King of Swords, so you can back them up. But these are the only cards you can back up like that. This is quite nice. But wonderful. Although they look not the happiest one, I have to say. Yeah, there are some people here in this deck who don't look always so, yeah, happy. So I know that there were some issues about this deck, that this deck is too too much of a cutie happy people tarot deck, and I was the same. But there are certainly things that are going on with the figures in this tarot deck, and only sometimes the children are really like a bit caricaturized, if this is the right pronunciation of that word. They don't look like normal children. I sometimes think, when I see the children in this deck, think of there was a Hobbit cartoon movie, I guess, best back in the 80s. This is the kind of style that reminds me of that movie. So now we come to the rods. In this case, the wands. So focus. This is really, it is a gorgeous deck. The coloration is really beautiful. Still talking German. If you like these kind of color pencil work, then this is really a nice deck for you. Again, traditional, although he has a kind of awkward position. Sometimes the perspective is a bit, I don't know, a bit strange here. Yeah, but still traditional. Here, this one also, the Three of Rods. Really gorgeous. I really like that they are having these kind of, buds, or, they're about to blossom, which you saw on the, here on the ace, which is blossoming. This is something quite nice. Again, traditional. Sometimes it is traditional with a bit of a perspective tweak to it. So you see it from a kind of different perspective. Here we are right in the middle of a riot, of a fight. Again, traditional, but a close-up. This is really a close-up deck. Look at him. He almost looks like enjoying battling, or maybe he knows that he has the higher ground, the higher position from which he can fight best. So this is quite interesting. The Eight of Rods. Yeah, look at that. And I love the background landscape. Can I just say that? Really beautiful colors. And now we come to a funny card. I saw this card on Instagram a couple of weeks ago, and someone said this card reminds her of Bill Nye, the young Bill Nye. This was something I had to, and I could not agree more. This was really, really appropriate. So we have Bill Nye in this deck. Quite lovely is that. I like that. So here, again here, although he has to carry such a burden, he looks quite okay with it. And he's almost home, I guess. This is Really gorgeous. Now we come to the cards. We come to the Page of Rods. Hey-oh! He looks a bit like that. And I love the kind of sun pendant he has around. This looks like a he, like a boy. There you see. But again, a sunny face sun or sunny face. I don't know. A faced sun. But this isn't looking so creepy at all. So it's quite okay. Here we have the... I have to focus. There. We have... You hardly get an impression of the horse, but okay, he's on his way. Like his helmet with the dragon on it. You can see a rod here in the background, so you can... And here, of course, over his shoulder. And she was on the cover. She is really a gorgeous queen of rods, although she's looking like a girl a bit. And look at the cat. Look at the smiling cat here. Isn't that... This is really... Oh, sorry. Sometimes it is a bit cutesy maybe, but the good type of cutesy, I have to say. I really like that. But he... I don't know. He looks... yeah, not so happy at all. So, yeah, sometimes, I don't know. He certainly needs some help. So, now we come to the cups. Cups. So, I have to say to you, beware, because there are a lot of cutesy children in this deck and this suit. So, beware. But again, traditional and yet so gorgeous. So gorgeous, so gorgeous. What a beautiful card. Here we have the Two of Cups. This liony, winged lion here above looks not so, yeah. As if he is not happy about this kind of coming together of those two. Yeah, interesting. Yeah, here we have a bit of this cutesy factor. I mean, look at her hair here. Look at her hair. This is hardly manageable, but okay. And look at him. He really looks miserable. And so lost in his thoughts that he really isn't really at all able to see this offering that comes here in his way. Interesting. Okay, talking of miserable, another one. Oh my gosh. All that spilled cups. But behind him, at least two. But he has to turn. Okay, cutesy children factor. Oh my gosh, cutesy alarm. This is, sorry. Oh, this is really a bit, yeah. No, children aren't always that cutesy, I have to say. Okay, enough of that. And look at that, Gandalf! Gandalf made an appearance. Oh my gosh, look at her. Some kind of hot fairy. But my camera don't want there. Oh, hot fairy without clothes on. So, and a dragon. Okay, I guess I take the dragon. The octopus is quite interesting. Interesting. The choices. Okay, some choices I can get, but the octopus. Maybe you know what the octopus means. So here, quite traditional. And a face in the moon. But this face, I would really prefer this face in the moon, but instead of the other in the moon card. But okay, who am I to tell? Look at him. He is, yeah, rich and yeah, maybe not so beautiful, but rich at least. Happy ending again with some a bit, yeah, cutie children. So, and now to the cards. He or she, I don't know. This could be a girl. She looks a bit surprised about the fish in the cup. Oh my gosh. Where did the fish come from? Could have sworn there were just water in it. He is also gorgeous. Oh yeah, I love this landscape. And he is quite nice, tunic that he's wearing. She's also beautiful. She's so beautiful. Love her hair. And he is, at least one king here is quite happy with himself. And maybe also with his relationship to the queen. Although she looks a bit, in contemplation. I like that. Oops, sorry. The ship and here the dolphin. Quite interesting and lovely. So, in the end, we come to the Ace of Pentacles, which is gorgeous color, and the lilies are gorgeous. And can I just say, isn't that the most gorgeous, Two of Pentacles ever? He really looks relaxed in his balancing act, I have to say here. So, this happy face here, he's really almost in meditation and can easily juggle with these two pentacles here while the sea is in turmoil behind him. So here, this craftsman here, oh, the cards are sliding. So these are, like I said, they are a bit laminated. They are a bit like the joie de vivre. This deck is also a bit laminated, and they are sliding quite a lot. So look at him. I like him. When I saw him the first time, the quote in my head pops up, "My precious." Okay, he's certainly looking better than Gollum, but he looks very possessive. Don't you touch my pentacles. Mine. Oh my gosh, look at those fucked up guys. Sorry for that language, but oh my gosh. Aren't there both guys? Could be a woman. Oh my gosh, they're really beaten up. Bad, but there, in the distance, behind them, just turn over. There are a lot of cards in the tarot where you just want to scream, just turn over. Behind you, there's the salvation. You can get some help. Look at him. He's, and he's giving, Although the scale is quite interesting here. As if he just, weighs which to give or how much or something. I don't know. Well, there's something up to this one where I have to think about a bit. And look at this guy. I saw the original Smith-Waite. You can't really see if this guy is happy or not. And this guy here is certainly not happy, although he's surrounded by abundance. So maybe he's lost in fears, in thoughts, in reoccurring thoughts of failure, or maybe he thinks about the future and thinks, oh, so it's so good now, but how it will be tomorrow. So still a bit heartbreaking face here. And he's dedicated and totally in his element, like that Eight of Pentacles. And look at her. She looks like Gucci. Yeah, just that was the last picture before she's gotten bitten in the finger by her cutie birdie. But it's everything is there, and she has a gorgeous dress on. Wonderful. And here, oh my gosh, this is a bit too much for me, but I really like his face, and also both of their faces here. But this one is, grandpa, I don't know, this kind of pose and look, and I don't know. This is quite strange. So now beware, because the court cards in the Pentacle suit, they have strange hair. Okay, this is something I can get, but still, some of the hairs here in the hair dresses in this suit look like, don't don't look so real. This one is okay. But look at her. She's a bit looking like wearing a wig. Okay, maybe her crown is weighing her luscious locks down, but it looks a bit strange. And can I just say, he looks really miserable. These kind of miserable kings, they should be the end of the court card evolution. And when I see this one, I really stay with that one. So with the strange hair and the happy queen with the bunny. So yeah. So this was my walkthrough of this deck. So it's a good deck. It's a good deck for beginner. It's really it's a nice, if you don't resonate with the Smith-Waite style at all, this is a nice way to get a beginner's deck. This is really, really gorgeous. It looks really gorgeous without the borders. Really have to say that. But yeah, you can get it in several sizes. So I would recommend, this is okay if you just want a beginner's deck, or if you just want a little small tiny deck that you can carry with you in a little box or something like that. This is quite okay. But I don't know if the bigger box size has the same card quality. I assume it is so. So I would certainly think about purchasing the bigger ones, although they are a bit laminated, but still really good for shuffling. This is a really, really gorgeous deck for a beginner. Although this is not the deck that I will use for the hashtag Without Advice challenge by Kelly and Patrick, I wanted to make wanted to make a little 3-card spread with this deck, just to get a little practice. And I really like the cards that shown up. This is really gorgeous. It's a gorgeous sign for delving into this challenge, this page of swords, this off to new adventures, getting the chance to grow, knowing more about yourself, and being armed just for everything that might arise that you have to conquer or you have to overcome. This is something I really like. I really also like the 9 of Cups, this kind of, yeah, this guy can share his abundance. So this is as the Without card is really gorgeous, because this is all about this challenge to share our experiences with our decks, our experiences with the cards, with the realms of the waters of the High Priestess. This is really gorgeous, and especially because it's a water suit, it's quite interesting. And of course, the advice, Ace of Swords. What can I say? This is really a fitting little spread, and I really like this deck. And I really thought, okay, I should have bought it earlier, but maybe the children creep me a bit away or creep me too much. I don't know, but perfect, highly recommended for beginners, and also for those who are, how we would call in German, alte Hasen, those who are really skilled readers. So it's an enjoyable little deck. So I will close off that now. It's enough of that tarot ramble this time. We will see us soon, and I wish you a wonderful day or a peaceful night. Bye!